Um, Good to see everybody here on tonight. And I'd like for the invocation, call up Reverend Joseph Ratliff, Shallow Baptist Church.
O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. We thank you for being who you are, and we thank you that we belong to you, both great and small. Now, God, we also, even before we ask for anything, we thank you that even in the recent ice and snow, you spared us. You allowed us to continue to have electricity, and you blessed us so that we would be amongst those who could continue to communicate as well as to survive amidst it all. And we pray for those who are still suffering and amidst it all. And we pray for those who are still suffering and hurting. And we give you thanks that we are where we are. Now, as this group has gathered, as these commissioners serve this county, we pray that you will give them wisdom and knowledge to look at all the resources, but also to look at the needs. And that, oh God, for those petitions that are raised before this group this day, that even as various constituencies express their desires of whatever, that you will allow these commissioners to be good listeners as well as good responders. Bless the citizens of this county and all within the cities that are in this county. And bless us and then make us a blessing. Bless the furtherance of this time that these people share together. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Reverend Ratcliffe, for always showing up for us. Right now, we got an appointment with Frankie Noble, Employee Engagement Team, Employee of the Month recognition.
Good evening, Commissioners.
Mhm.
This month's Employee of the Month comes from Social Services. Her name is Davita Thomas, and she's in the Adult Medicaid Recertification Team. The staff had this to say about Davita. She's always available to answer questions for her team whenever the supervisor is unable to do so. Whenever there is a question regarding CAP or long-term care for her peers, they can count on Davita to provide them with the necessary information. Davita is always at work, even constantly works over normal business hours to get casework completed. Caseworker has even worked consistently on Saturday to try to get work completed. During a visit from the representatives of Medicaid Done Right, they praised Davita for being a great caseworker and always being available to answer any of their questions or concerns. Davita works with clients to ensure that she provides the most accurate information to the client concerning long-term care facilities and requirements to clients. Davita ensures that she answers any questions or concerns that client may have. Is Miss Ebony here? No. Miss Davita, you want to step up? I'm gonna read what Department Director Cassandra Hart wrote about Miss Davita. Davita is hardworking and dedicated. She is detail-oriented. Her attendance is impeccable. She consistently helps staff on her team and in other units. Her customer service is unmatched. Her supervisor receives compliments from clients and community partners regarding her quick response to questions and wealth of program knowledge. Davita being named Employee of the Month is well deserved and overdue. Yeah.
While everybody's coming, I would also like to know how I got to meet Miss Davita. I don't know if you remember me or not, but I had a sister over a year ago pass away from cancer, and she was her caseworker. And a lot of times people always got something bad to say, but she was so wonderful, and I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how thankful I am to all the service you gave to us concerning her to make sure she got the care that she needs. I appreciate it.
you want to get one?
Everyone got the balloons with us.
This was
Thank you again. We got great people working for Vance County. We appreciate it so much. Right now we have public comment. And our first person is Angie Rons. Please state your name and your address.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Why are we meeting at 5 o'clock instead of 6? Are we changing that? That ain't part of my 3 minutes. I'll go. Okay. Anyway, stop.
We just thought it was a good time.
Good evening, Madam Chair and the board members. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you. I look out and I see all the first responders representing our county tonight. And I commend you for your service and your dedication to our community. It does not go unrecognized. Thank you, every one of you, for everything that you do for us. So I would like to begin by, it's what started out with an email to everyone on the 15th of December was in regards to the broadband service and actually the lack thereof on Stewart Farm Road, as I have friends of mine that live there and constant complaints, and they said that they have actually complained and talked to some of the board members about it before. I don't know when that happened or whatever, but I wanted to address the issue. But even after that, that email was sent out, then there's been more of a concern that's been brought up. And one of the things was just recently when the schools were closed and the mandatory online, the children had to go online to receive their assignments. And this was mandatory given through our public school system. Some of our children, that did not happen because they do not have broadband service. They simply cannot they can't log on. There's no way they could get those assignments. And I realize that the county commissioners, they do not govern the schools. However, the lack of that reliable broadband, it is a county concern. And during recent inclement weather, that showed all of that for the education part. But it's not just an education issue. After speaking with first responders across the county, it is an issue there as well. It is clear that this is critical public safety concern. Families, students, first responders rely on connectivity to receive critical information and respond effectively in emergencies. I ask that the board responsibly act, implement some type of plan, and mainly to keep the public informed. People want to know how you are acting on things such as this right here, and it would help the transparency in great measures. Finding out which neighborhoods and roads do not have reliable internet, check the official broadband maps and fix any mistakes, to keep the public updated on plans and funding to approve services, put a person or team in charge of fixing hard to reach areas, and set a timeline and regular reports progress to residents so that they know what is happening. Broadband is no longer optional infrastructure. It is essential for education, communication, and public safety. I urge the board to acknowledge this issue and listen to the residents and act with accountability and transparency. It should be top priority. I thank you again for everything you do. Thank you for your service and your commitment to our community.
Thank you. You say we know you're regular. Next we have Andrew Coleman. talk on the water system, please state your name and your address.
Good evening. Andrew Coleman, 5008 Maple City Court, Garner. I'm here to ask about the water district. So I have a piece of property my parents owned, and they recently transferred it to me. And I guess when the water district moved into providing service in that area, she signed up for a service. I mean, a $30 a month fee because she didn't have the money to pay the upfront fee. It's a vacant lot, no use at all. Like I said, she's getting older, so she's transferred that to myself and my sister. Neither of us have any plans to ever use it. So I'm trying to come here to see if I can get some way to cancel that service so I don't pay that $30 a month fee because I'm not using it. I have no intent to use it in the future. So I contacted EnviroLink and they contacted someone here at Vance County, and I got a voicemail saying I need to come to the commissioners meeting to ask about that, to request that. Just trying to figure out what's the process to get that handled, or if it's even possible.
So, can you give her your name and your phone number, and we'll give you a call. I'll have Frankie Nobles. He manages our water system, and he'll reach out to you. Okay.
I think I got the voicemail from him.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll give you a call. We'll give you a call.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Right now, we have another appointment, Jennifer Williams, on timely application appeals.
Good evening.
Good evening.
There are 13 late applications before you today. 10 are for the elderly disabled exclusion and 3 are for the present use value for agriculture and forestry. These applications were submitted after the deadline, and if they had been filled out on time and met the eligibility requirements, they would have been approved by the tax office without coming before the board. Because they are late, general statutes requires board approval, and the tax office has reviewed them and can answer any questions you may have.
Okay,
Madam Chair, I move that we accept all these untimely exemptions as presented.
I have a motion and a second in discussion. All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
We have an appointment with Chief Marvin Harris, Vance County Fire Department update.
Good evening, Madam Chair and Commissioners. Tonight, we stand before you to present our medium rescue and emergency medical responder certificates from the North Carolina Rescue and EMS Commission. These certifications represent far more than coursework completed. They reflect preparation, commitment, and a higher level of service to citizens of Vance County. First, we want to thank you for your continued support and confidence in our department. Because you believed in our vision, we were able to build a strategic plan and follow through with action. Over the past several months, we have acquired equipment we outlined and have strengthened our operational capabilities in measurable ways. With a defined vision and a clear roadmap, Vance County Fire is not keeping pace. We are positioning ourselves to lead in public safety and service delivery. We are especially proud of our personnel. They continue to pursue additional training and certifications, raising the professional standard across our department. Equally important, our Vance County volunteer departments have made the same commitment. Their dedication speaks volumes about the culture we are building, one rooted in service, accountability, and pride in protecting Vance County. To sum up the spirit within Vance County, I share a phrase often used by my assistant fire chief. It feels good to breathe again. That statement reflects renewed direction, restored momentum, and a department moving forward with confidence. Thank you for your leadership and your ongoing support of public safety in Vance County. I don't know whether we are supposed to take pictures or we can do that after. Okay. But
Madam Chair, may I make a comment?
Yes.
I want to say this, not to the fire department, thank you. The job you've done here and where you've gone and outstanding and moving this forward and your leadership has made this happen. And so we as a county commission should thank you.
yes, sir. Thank you.
also want to add to that, we just had a fire on our property. One of our houses caught on fire. Destroyed the inside, the context. So Hillsborough and Townsend and Vance County Fire Department. I even saw a Watkins jacket. There was so much going on around there. I just want to appreciate you all. We did get to save the structure, even though we lost the stuff inside the house. But I just want to commend you when you see what you fight for and show up, and they show up ready to work, and they, like I say, life on the line, and yet still they fight hard. I want to, as the chair, I want you to let you know how much we appreciate you all, and we thank you all so much for the hard work that you all do. It don't go unnoticed, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right now, we have a finance director report.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So the quarterly report of our revenues is dated from July 1, 2025 through December 31st of 2025. So the revenues that we've collected to date through that time period is $38,006,106, and that represents 55.40% of the amended revenue budget of $68,602,709.42. Of the expenses during the same period, we have spent $31,415,107, which represents 45.79% of the amended budget. There were some expenses that are over the 50%. So those are listed below. I'll go over those briefly with a brief explanation as to why they're over 50%. So the 519, those were Eden Johnson, those were a payment of principal and lease payments that were due. 520, that's jail, the payment of emergency pay and inmate housing to the surrounding counties during this jail renovation. 531 is payment of the equipment we needed for the fire department. 555, which is central services. So that's full payment of the workers' comp and the liability insurance, and also the utilities and the fuel for all departments with the exception of DSS. 580 was slightly over the 50% threshold. So a budget amendment was done in January. So those were the payments to remit to Via Health. The bank charges and fees, those were the part of the farmer's market. The increase in insurance and salary for the housing authority, 630, it was slightly over the 50%. 683, there was a payment of the principal and lease payments for the Vance Granville Community College. And then 999, that's a contingency account, and those came from the cleanup of a rental property after tenant vacancy. Okay, so as of to date, our based upon what we have collected and what we have spent, our revenue exceeds expenditure by $6,590,998.51. On the next list is a list of expenses by categories. So some of the major expenses during that period were the salaries in the 8.8 million, payments to Vance County School, 5.6 million, that contracted services, so 1.3 million. The community programs that we support in the community to the community agencies was 1.2 million. Food, medicine, and supplies for the inmate and inmate housings, 1.7 million. Employee retirement 401k, 1.4 million. We also have the public assistance with rent, utilities, and senior citizens, and the foster home care services, 1.3 million. Our group health, dental, and vision insurance, 1.8 million. And then our debt principal and interest payments of 1.5 million. And then there's some other charges that make up the 31,415,107 for that time period. The other reports is just the amounts. Overall, you got the first column was the budget, and then the second is the year to date what's been expended, and then the balance. And that's just the details of the percentages that were spoken about earlier. These are just all of the revenues. The next page are all of the expenses according to the departments. So you know what every department is, and then of course the percent of budget that's been over 50%, and those were explained earlier as the reason why they were over the 50%. Just a listing of all the departments and the amounts budgeted and amounts paid in expenses for each department. Next couple of pages. All right, any questions? Resolution?
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
I continue to struggle over the amount of insurance that we're paying. Is it possible that I can get an itemization of how we're spending that money?
Yeah, I can,
Sent
yeah.
to me. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I guess the letter from the insurance company or whatever explaining the increases, that kind of thing. Is that possible to get that?
You should be able to get, a grabber. Okay.
I mean, I know we've discussed earlier that there were some events that occurred, and I'm assuming they communicated that by letter. Is that correct?
You talking about health insurance or our liability insurance? Oh, we talking about liability insurance.
Liability, oh, the workers' comp?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, oh,
Mhm.
yes.
So not
yeah,
health insurance.
Well, liability.
the workers' comp and
Yeah,
liability.
workers' comp. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I have that. I can send it back why it went up with the departments. Yeah, I can get that to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So the next thing that's on the list is a resolution. Anytime there's a change to the bank names or whatever we're doing, whoever we're doing business with, there needs to be a resolution that the board has to approve who we do business with. So I think I had the one to look and we were not able to find that one had been done and certainly one had not been done when BB&T became Truist. So this resolution is to get you to authorize us to use the following financial institutions, which are the ones we're currently using: Truist Bank, First National Bank, PNC Bank, and JP Chase Morgan.
Is that the First National Bank of Pennsylvania?
Well,
One that's
there,
local here?
yes, one that's local here. Yes, that's what we have.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Madam Chair,
Yeah.
I'd like to approve that, but I'd like to add a bank,
Like that.
Smart Community Bank.
Community smart, you said?
Well, I want to be able in the future, is that,
So, Stephanie and I talked about that, and so we'll bring another resolution back to you all revised when we have a
I
conversation.
just want to make sure they're included because they do
Yes,
more
sir.
for this
Mhm.
community than
Mhm.
a lot of the other banks do.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll bring a revised. Yes, sir.
Local too.
And they're local.
Correct.
I'll motion to approve, which,
Second.
We got a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor?
uh,
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
And thank you all for continue to find things that we don't have in place and putting them in place. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next is our Assistant County Manager's Report.
Good evening, Commissioner.
Good evening.
I have three, I think, let's see here, 4 different reports to give. First, the fee schedule amendment. Vance County EMS is proposing an update to its fee schedule to add charges for special event coverage. These events require dedicated EMS staffing and equipment and are currently provided without a standardized fee. Under the proposal, employees will be compensated through the normal payroll process rather than off-duty pay. The new fee will help recover operational costs, promote transparency, and support the sustainability of EMS services while maintaining high-quality care at special events. The recommendation is to approve the new fees for special events.
Madam Chair, I motion to approve that.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor? All opposed?
Ma-
Ayes have it.
Medical Director Contract Renewal. Vance County EMS is also proposing to update the Medical Director's contract for Dr. Richard Benson, whose contract expired on June 30, 2024. The amount will be $32,000 with a 2-year automatic renewal. Dr. Benson will continue to provide medical oversight and guidance to EMS operations, ensuring compliance with clinical standards and supporting high-quality patient care. Updating this contract supports operational continuity and maintains established medical leadership for the department. The recommendation is to approve the medical director's $32,000 contract with a 2-year automatic renewal.
I make a motion that we approve the medical director's $32,000 contract with a 2-year automatic renewal.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you.
Vance County Dress and Appearance Policy. This policy established clear dress appearance and hygiene standards for all Vance County employees to ensure professionalism, safety, and appropriate representation of the county to the public. It defines business casual as a standard Monday through Thursday, outlines acceptable and prohibited clothing, and allows for casual dress on designated days while maintaining reasonable limits. The policy acknowledges that certain positions require uniforms or alternate attire due to the nature of their duties, with department-specific standards approved by the county manager. As part of the administration's ongoing efforts, the policy reflects the implementation of much-needed clear, defined workplace standards that promote consistency, fairness, and accountability across all departments. The need is for the policy to reduce ambiguity, support supervisors in enforcement, enhance employee professionalism, and strengthen public trust in county government through clear and modern administrative practices. The recommendation is to approve the Vance County Dress and Appearance Policy.
I make that recommendation.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? So we didn't have a policy in place?
No,
The policy addressing?
no.
And I just want to commend you and your staff for putting this policy in place because it helps to move our county forward in professionalism and it represents our county well. So thank you all for, being proactive and putting these policies in place that reflect best standards.
Thank you.
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you.
The last report is the Winter Storm Fern 2026. This resolution is presented to formally thank and recognize all individuals and agencies who represented Vance during Vance County's recent state of emergency and operations of the Warming Center. It acknowledges the exceptional efforts of Vance County staff, the city of Henderson and its staff, the Vance County Sheriff's Office, volunteer fire departments, NCDOT, volunteers, elected officials, and other many local, regional, and state partnering agencies. Despite challenging conditions, these teams demonstrated professionalism, coordination, and compassion, often working extended hours to ensure essential services continued without interruption. This resolution reflects the board's appreciation for their collective response and recognizes the resilient service and community partnership that made the emergency operation successful. The recommendation is to approve the adoption of the resolution to formally express the board's gratitude on behalf of the citizens of Vance County and to ensure this recognition is entered into its official record.
I move we approve adoption of the resolution to formally express the board's gratitude on behalf of the citizens of Vance County and ensure this recognition is entered into the official record.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you all.
And could those that are responsible, that responded in the central staff, please stand and be recognized? And gentlemen, we'll take a picture once the meeting's up, okay? Thank you. Please stick around. Thank you.
All again. Thank you. Next is our county manager's report.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Chair. Good evening, Commissioners. So the first thing on my report is just a Black History Month resolution. And so, of course, February has been observed nationally as Black History Month. Vance County has traditionally encouraged its citizens to participate in related events that create a greater awareness and appreciation of the contributions made by African Americans. And so the recommendation is just to adopt the resolution in support of the designation of February as Black History Month in Vance County.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
So the next thing on my report is the jail health contracts. I want to ask the sheriff and Captain Holly to come up while I do this, please, because I'm pretty sure the commissioners will have some questions. So over the past several weeks, the current jail medical provider, ACH, has submitted their best and final offer outlining 2 staffing options intended to provide 24/7 medical coverage in the detention center. And so both of those offers were over $1 million. Mind you, we only pay $490,000 right now. The provider cited ongoing staffing instability, including nurse resignations and reassignment requests as the basis for their proposed changes, which is wanting us to change to 24/7. So along with their best and final offer, the provider formally issued a 120-day notice of termination with services ending on April 16th of 2016. I'm sorry, April 16th of 2026, unless the county elects to transition sooner. The best and final offer options include increased nursing coverage, behavioral health services, implementation of an electronic medical record system with a one-time startup fee, and additional staffing contingencies to address continued turnover. Staff has evaluated these options in the context of service reliability, cost, and long-term operational risk. In parallel, the county staff has met with 3 additional correctional health care providers to assess alternatives. Based on those discussions, staff is recommending Southern Health Partners as the preferred provider. Southern Health Partners offers the most cost-effective proposal for the county while still meeting required standards of care. Their pricing structure provides predictable costs, reduces exposure to unplanned staffing premiums, and minimizes financial risk associated with turnover and emergency coverage. Southern Health Partners previously held the medical contract with Vance County and departed due to documented safety concerns at the time. And so the contract amount would be, and I got that email, here it is. The contract amount would be $435,240 or $36,270 a month, which is less than what we pay ACH now. The anticipated start date is somewhere between March 1st, 2026, but no later than March 15th of 2026. And so I'll allow, you want to speak, Captain Holly, or no, you good? Yeah. Okay. Y'all have any questions before I give you my recommendation?
I do.
Okay.
We had Southern Health Partners 3 or 4 years ago. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And at that time, they were having problems with staffing. And they translated that staffing issue into, we didn't have adequate coverage for them. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So what's different now? Because I know they're still in some other counties surrounding us.
Because they're in other counties close by, so we can draw resources, which ACH do not have any in the state of North Carolina. So when the ACH do not have a nurse, we're without a nurse at the detention facility. Now, with bringing Southern Health Partners on board, if a nurse is not on duty here in Vance County, they can pull a nurse from another county.
Okay, and I'm aware that Franklin County is now is short on nursing at their facility.
I'm not aware.
I'm aware of that.
I don't even know who their provider is.
They are Southern Health. Yeah. So I just, before we jump into something that's going to be, because it was their actions that put us in this situation that we've spiraled out of control with cost over the past 3 years. And I just want to make sure that we're not stepping into that same thing again.
So
Was that discuss the coverage, the coverage plan that, that they would have people available? Because that's what you said, that they would be able to pull from surrounding counties.
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. That's what been discussed.
And so Southern Health Partners cited the reason for leaving before was their concerns for safety, not nurse shortage. I don't remember
It was a
them.
combination of both.
Okay,
Their nurses felt unsafe, so they left.
Okay.
Because
But it was because of the unsafe environment in the
unsafe
jail, and they're
environment, yes.
aware of the
Mainly
changes
for
that
the
have been made.
unsafe environment.
Right, okay.
And isn't the number reduced of inmates compared to
That's correct. tremendously, yes.
previous? Thank you.
And then the renovation, the things that has been done has also.
Has
made
it been
things safer
improved?
at the jail,
Yes,
correct?
has been improved.
Madam Chair, can I ask the
Yes.
county manager? So in essence, with this problem, as far as that's concerned, and looking at the whole situation, and I assume you've looked out into the field and looked at other places, other locations. What's
Yeah.
your opinion?
So my opinion is that we move forward with Southern Health Partners from a budget perspective. It's more cost effective because everyone else we interviewed is at least $1 million a year, unfortunately. So our recommendation, staff's recommendation, is to approve Southern Health Partners as the provider.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion, we approve this.
So Approve Southern Health Partners as a new jail health provider and authorize the county manager, county attorney, and the Vance County Sheriff or his designee to negotiate contract terms with Southern Health Partners effective between May 1st and May 15th.
Was it May or March?
I'm sorry,
March.
March. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going all the way to May.
Even
I'm
if
sorry,
it's-
March.
Even if they stayed a year, I'm just saying, I'm hoping they stay more, it's less than $1 million. What,
Yeah, it's, yeah, minimum. Everyone else we interviewed was at least a minimum dollars, and they want to provide 24/7 coverage, and we don't need 24/7 coverage in the jail.
So there was a supplement that was mentioned. Is your proposal including that $41,000
It does,
supplement?
48, yes, sir.
48,000?
Yeah,
So we
it
have-
does.
We have a motion,
I don't, did you second it?
Well, a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you.
So, County Manager, can I ask-
Yes, ma'am.
So once the opioid committee is fully functioning, will we be able to use some of the opioid settlement funding?
Mhm.
um,
For like
jail?
opioid treatment or MAT or something. Yes, we could if we want to, if you all want to. Yes, ma'am. So the next thing on my report is just your board goals that were established at your retreat in December. And I won't read those out because I'm pretty sure you guys have read those, the board goals, but the recommendation is to just approve the goals as stated for fiscal year 26-27.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it, thank you.
So the next thing on my report is at your retreat, we had some discussions about changing your reval cycle from an 8-year to a 6-year. So there is a resolution that's in your packet, and there's been some questions asked about. So the estimated cost of a reval is about $695,000, and that's the cost that we would pay every 8 years right now. This last reval was a little different because the commissioners chose to do full measure, so it was about $900,000. So if this board were to decide to change the reval cycle from an 8-year cycle to a 6-year cycle, it would give us the opportunity to realize revenue of about between $1.1 and $1.5 million in a 6-year span rather than an 8-year span. And so that increases our tax base as well. So there's been questions about spending that type of money every 6 years rather than 8. So of course there's a cost associated with it, but we would realize revenue quicker than what we would normally realize revenue. So I'm just, if you, go ahead. You have some questions, Commissioner Brumman?
I mean, I understand the concept,
Mhm.
but we're not there yet. I understand we need to be talking about it, but we're not there yet. Our market is not growing at the level that was. The thing that happened over the past 3 years, it was a market anomaly, and it's not occurring now. Prices have somewhat stabilized. And so I don't think now is the time to do that. Our budget has gone from 47 million to 68 million in 4 years, and our taxpayers are hurting. So we need to do whatever we can to try to cut the costs for our taxpayers.
Madam Chair, a couple things. First of all, let me say this. I don't know about the rest of you all, but it was going 8 years was a big sticker shock. Big sticker shock. And nobody likes to pay taxes. Especially, I mean, I don't like to pay taxes, but the point is, I don't want to hurt the constituents or people by the fact of pushing things too far out that they can't see where we need to go. And dropping 2 years and having the cost factor figured in, which you've already done, I'm of the opinion that we need to do it. Some of the places are going out of 2 years.
Yeah.
And some of them are going to 4 years.
Yeah, more counties are doing at least, more than half of the counties in the state are doing less than 6.
And
Yeah.
And the other side of the coin is sticker shock.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason you had the 8 years, we ended up that. The other thing I'd highly recommend is if you do this, is you go back and appoint a board
Mhm.
that looks at looks at people when they have complaints, and as other counties are doing across the state of North Carolina.
Right. So you're saying instead of the board of E&R being this board, appoint others?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am, and
okay.
have that board appoint and handle those situations, and it keeps the stress off the county commissioners from having to do so much.
And I believe the citizens spoke when they came up here, when they was displeased about the 8 years. I think they were speaking then, said they wanted less years than the 8 years. So we're listening to the citizens.
I realize that things are leveling off, but at the same time, within that 6 years, it can turn right back around just as fast as it did in terms of 8 years. So I think it's to our advantage to shorten it and everything so that people are not in shock with the curves and everything. That way it keeps up with the value and everything. So I was for the shorter term.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
it's against my integrity to do this, but I'm gonna do it for the county, but I'm gonna make the motion.
Motion.
I second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
Ayes have it.
Okay, so the next thing on my report is just a reminder, of course, we're in budget season. And so as we move forward with the fiscal 26-27 budget development, I'm respectfully asking that questions or requests for clarification be directed to me and my staff in advance of your May budget presentation, proposed budget presentation. And so early engagement will allow us to provide complete and accurate information and make necessary adjustments before the proposed budget is formally presented. Following the May presentation, meeting directly with staff to discuss specific concerns will be far more beneficial than attempting to review the budget line by line during your work sessions. This approach will allow work sessions to remain focused on policy direction and priorities rather than operational detail. My goal is to schedule one budget work session and proceed with budget adoption at the first regular meeting in June, as presented in your calendar. Your cooperation in this process will help ensure an efficient, transparent, and well-informed budget review. And the last thing is just to request to change your March work session from the 16th at 4 p.m. to the 17th at 4 p.m. Chair Faines has a scheduling conflict due to her position at the Vance Granville Community College Trustee Board. And so the recommendation is just to approve moving the March work session from March 16th, 2026 at 4 p.m. to March 17th, 2026 at 4 p.m.
I'll second it, but can I ask a question backing up more? And I second that motion, but on the fiscal year budget, if any of us, as far as county commissioners, have any questions or anything we want to, after we review the budget, can we come set up appointments to come to your office?
Oh, yes, sir.
Is that
Call me,
okay?
email me, come to, yes, sir, absolutely, anytime.
So in essence, that door is open.
Yes, sir, it stays open. Yes, sir.
It's always open, right?
Yes, sir.
I have a motion. Get a
I second.
second. Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. Next is our consent agenda items.
Motion to approve.
I just have one item I wanted to have a question on. It's on Budget Amendment 29. The Great Grant Award, is that the one that was done by the company that previously did it, or was this one the most recent? Because they didn't provide the services they were supposed to provide, is that correct?
Yeah, I think this is the previous one, and that's our portion that we're supposed to spend. So it was it 20 from 23 or 20?
It was from 2023, and they sent us an invoice. Apparently, they had Jordan's email address or the old manager's email address, so they were trying to contact us, but they finally got my email address and sent us an invoice that dates back to a contract that was signed by the commissioners in 2023, early 2023, I believe.
For some performance metrics in that contract, did they meet those performance metrics?
So what you say, I'm not 100% sure, but it's actually an agreement and a contract that the county signed. So, and it was a past due, but it was an invoice that was due a while ago
There
that
were
had not been
performance
paid.
metrics in that, and they did not meet those metrics, to the best of my knowledge.
I'm not aware of that. I'm not sure about any.
Is it documented anywhere you're aware of?
Yeah.
We did resolutions, and they had so much performance they had to do, so many houses, so much. You're talking about the one that was doing the
Was it during? I'm not sure.
They were doing the satellite things where you
Uh-uh.
took to a tower, it was line of sight.
I don't think that's different.
Tyler,
Yeah,
it
I don't
was a
think so.
tower.
And I don't have the invoice in front of me, so I can't
And
speak with so
one
much
that-
to it.
The one that I know we had one that was line of sight, and that didn't do anything. That's the same one that did provide the Wi-Fi downtown in Henderson.
That's not it.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is,
No,
this
that's
is
not that.
Connect
You're-
Holding.
Yes, it's not.
Commissioner Brown, I
Right,
believe
speak.
you're referencing the one that was done under EDC as an economic development incentive. That we're talking about a contract on this one. I believe you're referencing the one that was done through EDC as an economic development incentive.
Yeah, this is,
And they never performed.
yeah, this is Brightspeed. Brightspeed.
Okay. that's
Yeah,
why I just
it's
wanted-
different.
I
Yeah.
just want clarity on that.
Yes, that's right.
It's Bright
Okay,
Speed.
thank you.
Madam Chair, I made the motion to approve it.
Got a motion,
Second.
second, any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Next is our miscellaneous. Ms. Pettaway.
Good evening, everyone. We have for consideration this afternoon for the Tourism Development Authority Committee. We have for your consideration again, appointment for Mr. Ronald Bennett to fill the vacant position. Your application was attached to the information that was submitted to you. And then for the Henderson Vance Downtown Development Committee, we would like to reappoint Mrs. Yolanda Feimster.
You want a motion to approve them?
Yes, please.
I got it. You do it.
Second.
We got a motion and I got it second. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. Now, we can open the water. Leave the water.
Okay, okay.
We had to open the water board and public.
I want to open it, the water board committee. Now we need to go in closed session.
See if there are any questions on the operation.
Open the water board.
Okay. Frankie, y'all have any questions about the monthly operations report?
Anybody got any questions?
Okay. All right, so we need to go into, the water board has to go into closed session. Mhm.
Now, are we expecting any action after that?
No.
It also looks like there's another closed session for a property matter.
We'll need to come out,
You need to come
Come
out.
out of the water
adjourn
board.
from the water board, and then go in as the commissioners.
Just want to have clarity for the people out here.
Yeah.
And the purpose that we need to go into closed session underneath the water board is to discuss contractual issues with the attorney.
Now we need a motion going once.
Let's take the picture real quick.
Motion, we're in the water board right now.
Gotta stay open.
Motion to go into closed session with the water board.
We're gonna take this picture real quick
Okay.
while everybody's leaving. Oh, you gonna get text? You gonna take it? You gonna be in the picture? Take my purse. I'm gonna say nothing.
No, he look too young. He don't look like one. I don't know who he is.
Okay.
It was. People didn't get off work.
Not yet.
Same thing.
Nothing personal. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. You gonna get a picture?
Come on, come on. I'll bring the bright colors to
That's right. Put some color in here. Put some color in here. There you go. See my head? Yep. Tall fence out.
Y'all coming down, y'all come on this way, so you come down.
You wanna get a picture? You want a
She's in
picture?
the picture, I just wanna make sure she's.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
All the pictures y'all want?
Yeah,
I'm too old.
Don't you do that.
Yeah, you get a picture? Yeah. Huh? Where's the killer? How you going? Hold my breath. Come on, Commissioner Pierce. Come on down. See y'all later.
This meeting's going very well.
All right.
Share it. Everybody, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the times and stuff on the back,
Okay, I'm gonna be there one
I
night.
know you will. I
Yep.
look forward to it.
My dancing shoes on.
Well, look, I didn't break it. Hey, you're not sure yet. Make sure that. I see you later.
You want to get the picture of all the 20 years of service you've given me?
We gotta open up and go in closed session. We in closed session
We're in closed session for water board.
for water board. Okay. I'm gonna open up to
Come
go.
out of closed session.
So we're in closed session already?
We're already in closed session.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.